Hey y'all, it's Udaville 75 with Midnight the Ferocious Sissy coming to you from the former swamp pit. Don't know what we're going to call it now, and it's not a swamp pit anymore, but there's a glimpse of the old Ferocious Sissy. Midnight! There's the old Ferocious Sissy. She's got her head buried in her pedigree. Her bowl's full, but she's got her head buried in the bag, so I don't know what her deal is, but just wanted to give everybody a quick little glimpse here. We're starting to get the swamp pit all situated and set up again. Here is a workbench coming off to the left of my main workbench, which sits right there. I know I have an iPhone and can't do very good filming, but I'm working on getting a new camera, so there's the main bench. Got some tubs full of glue and sculpting tools and tweezers and scissors and sprue cutters and lots of super glue and putty and silly putty and more super glue, blue tack. There's more glues, can of Copenhagen, Penn State cup coaster, my engine stand, all my tapes, Q-tips, clamps, more tapes, bare metal foil tools. And then come over here. This is where I'm going to do all my hand painting. On this little workbench here, there's a nice little lamp I just got for 10 bucks on clearance. There's some bits and bobs I don't know what to do with yet. Sprues, alligator clips for holding parts when I paint them. My Nova set 1, 2, and 3. My Zymal wax, thanks to good old Dr. Cranky, and my Meguiar's Mist Detailer. This is some stuff right here. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of it or not, but it's called GS27 Wipes Out Surface Scratches. I never tried it before. It's one of those as seen on TV products. So hell, I'll try anything once. So found that in the garage and picked it up. There's my hand painting little carousel. Spins. My paintbrushes that I have to add to. Get a little bit of that Dr. Cranky action going on from the laboratory. There's all my hand paints. Acrylics, testers, Model Masters, enamels, acrylics over there. There's my decals stuff. Couple bits and bobs, primer I decanted, some, forget what it's called, brush cleaner, Masters brush cleaner that I just don't understand, because when I seen Les from Awesome Paint Job use it, his was a cream and it was awesome, but this stuff here is just hard as wax. I mean, it's like a wax. I don't get it, so I don't know if I did something wrong to it or what, but it just don't work for shit. But I have it. So there's some craft paints that I tried, my bags for putting parts in, my Ganesh sticks to make it smell good down here. There's all my paint for whenever I get my airbrush done, or spray booth set up. I don't have it set up yet. Tart burner. I'm a sissy when it comes to smell. I like it to smell good. Guess it's the OCD coming in. There's my pastels. Got all my power savers up there. So come over here. My computer set up so I can do reference research anything. Another little desk. I don't have anything in there yet, but I'll get something in there soon. There is my stash. That rack's my tank and aircraft stash, which is bare and needs filled. There is my racing stash. Down on the bottom are all restores that I have to do. This little stand right here is kits that are already prepped, ready for paint. Another Dr. Cranky tip I took. washing them and prepping them and getting them ready for paint for whenever we have whenever the weather turns good, you can paint. Have another little workbench over here. This is also going to be a puzzle table for the wife and kid. Here's some craft felts that I got that I'm going to try to use for carpet and under the hood instead of flocking. Back here, and this is a model I'm very proud of, I want to show you guys. This model right here is the first model that my daughter ever put together. It's a 57 Chevy. So there was no painting involved, it was all snapped. She did it all herself pretty much. So I'm really proud of that model. But this here is strainers that I use to strain my Purple Pond to get the gel out and get the liquid back. This here is just an empty case that I can put a kit in when I get it done. Here is my Purple Pond, a box of gloves, my parts box, decals, parts, racing decals. Here's all my notebooks that I keep all my notes in. This is, I need to clean this up a little bit, but this is a big old sheet of styrene. Big old sheet of styrene that I can cut up into pieces of any size to do what I want with. There is where I'm going to start doing my masking on those two hard pieces. They are technically doors off of a medicine cabinet. One side is a mirror, the other side is just solid gray. So that's what I'm going to use to do my masking. I have some white, real thick poster board over here that I seen a good tip online, how to make a photo gallery box to take all your photos in. So I'm going to be attempting to do that. Here are models I picked up that I would need to re-decal. So come over here. There's the sink. It needs clean. I haven't did any cleaning over here yet. I just have everything that needs to be over here. Some more alligator clips that I put parts and stuff on. These are my phone pieces that I put the alligator clips in and set in the air booth. Another power saver. Here is my airbrush spray booth full of stuff that needs to come out before I can do anything in there. Spare foam. White paper. I put white paper all through it that the paint and overspray just flows right off of it. There's my test spoons. Picked up at Ollie's discount bargain. 24 spoons for 69 cents. Another bag. Here is my blower motor in case the one I have ever fails. There is two more in case they fail. Then there's some attachments for my pipe coming at the vent coming out of the wall that hooks to the back of my blower motor. So here's a little stand that I can put whatever in. I just got a roll of towels, bag of Q-tips, dental picks that I clean the airbrush with. There's another stand that I hide my big boy air compressor under. Here's all my turntables for in the air booth. And then over here is a stand where I keep all my aerosols, lacquer thinner, all my chemicals, Windex, alcohol, Future, matte clear, gloss. There should be a little can of gloss sitting in there somewhere. There it is. So yeah, we're getting set up pretty good down here. So you can see it's starting to dry out finally. I got a little wetness over here yet that I got to dry out. I have fans running. So I do have some stuff that I want to show you guys and see if you know of anything I can do with this. First off, I have two questions. My first question is Vallejo Model Air paint. Right now I have a 16 bottle metallic set. I have a 16 bottle basics Keller set. I have an 8-bottle Basics Keller set, and I have an 8-bottle European Emergency Vehicles Keller set. I would like to buy 2 more 16-bottle sets that I will have all the paints that I need to paint the majority of the aircraft and armor kits that I would buy. And I'm wondering if anybody can give me recommendations of what the names of the 2 16-bottle kits I should purchase to be able to have a good batch of paint that I can paint armor and aircraft kits. Also, washes. Can you use any kind of paint to make a wash? Or if you're using an acrylic base coat to paint your model, does the wash need to be of enamel or oil, you know, whatever you're going to use for your wash? If you're using an acrylic base coat, do you have to have an enamel wash? Or vice versa, if you're using an enamel base coat, does it have to be an acrylic wash? So that's a couple questions that I had. Now I have a couple products over here that I want to ask you guys about to see if you know of anything I could use. Lenny, I go for the high test stuff, buddy. No diet, man. By the way, hi Lenny, hope you're doing okay, mate. Hope your marriage is going great. Miss you, buddy. Gotta get back to us, man. Here are some little containers that I found. They're just little containers. I don't know if you know anything you could do with those. Here is a little 3.5 ounce Gerber container. They're baby food containers. I have a whole bag of these my friend gave me. What would they be good for? Here's a Johnson & Johnson first aid kit. I don't know what to use that for. Here's what I used to use to do my masking on. It's just 4 pieces of glass. And then it's just a piece of styrofoam. Big square of styrofoam. So if you guys have any ideas of what I could use all this stuff for, let me know. And please let me know about the washes and the 2 16 bottles sets of Vallejo model air paints you would buy to be able to have the majority of the colors you need to paint all the aircraft and armor kits you would get. So 12.5 minutes of Luftwaffe. So I'm going to get out of here and talk to y'all in the next video. Bye now.